Greetings everyone, this is Force Nature coming at you with a small update. I'm pretty sure that the DOA community is quite aware now that patch 1.05 just dropped for DOA 6, and in it came pretty significant changes to the game. Alright, on a positive note, I'll let you know right now that lobbies now feature the ability to have up to 8 matches going at once, which is pretty awesome, and also like added in text chat. I admit that probably should have been there earlier, but the ability to have up to 8 matches at once in the lobby is pretty awesome. But there's also another kind of major change was added in this patch. As you can see right now on the screen, if you look at Ione's bar, it is now flashing purple and it now has 4 sections to it. What that means is that Sidestep's attack now cost meter. They cost 1/4 of the whole bar, so 25% of your total meter is how much a sidestep attack costs. You saw right there I actually did perform a sidestep attack. This footage was actually pre-patch, so the sidestep attacks won't cost any meter, but you'll even see in this match that like any misuse of the sidestep attacks will end up getting punished. So definitely with the last patch that happened, I think about 3 weeks ago, what was actually done, even though Team Ninja claimed that it was done in an error, is if you threw any part of a sidestep attack from beginning to even when you even block the attack and you go for your throw punish because it's -50 on block, you would get counter throw damage. And honestly, I thought that was a decent change, because what that meant is that players had to be careful with it, because counter throw punishment you can really hurt it. Just right here, you can see I got punished for using a sidestep attack incorrectly. So I mean, I honestly didn't really find them that hard to bait out. I still feel that changing the sidestep attack, especially only between 10 to 11 weeks into the game's lifespan, I thought was a bit of a rash decision, because by making sidestep attacks cost meter, it's effectively changing the way how the game plays, because using sidestep attacks now is it's basically utilizing a resource that still comes with a risk. Like same with something like a break hold. If you misuse a break hold, you lose half your meter and you can get thrown for 160% damage. I'll reiterate. Changing sidestep attacks to cost meter is basically to change DOA 6's meta and the way how Dead or Alive 6 is played. So I mean, just something for example. Let's say that holds and stun, also known as critical holds, let's say cost meter, for example, maybe 10%. I mean, I personally would be okay with that, because I find that holds and stun can be a bit of a crutch and should be discouraged as much as possible, even though they can be punished by 160% damage throw. But doing something like that would change the way how the game is played. For instance, anytime you use something that costs meter, that's a break blow that is not available. I mean, that could be one less break hold that you end up not having. So I felt that this is a rash decision that should have been left for a later game, and that Team Ninja shouldn't have done this so quick into the game's life. Anyways, let me know what you think of this, on your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Anyways, this is Force Nature sign off. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on Top Tier Tips.